It is not always easy getting teenagers to open up and tell you how they feel. But tonight, we're getting unique insight into how the pandemic is affecting 4 different teenagers in Houston. They're expressing themselves in their own words through poetry.
In 1348, Giovanni Boccaccio wrote the Decameron, a collection of novellas after fleeing the city where his own parents died from the plague. It's 2020, and this is only the first wave, almost a timeline of different quarantines that had happened in history and what's happening now. And it's 2020, and I want to write because I know I have something to say. The problem is I can't figure out what. It's 2020.
And I'm thinking how my grandfather was a boxer, slow motion John Davis. My grandfather moved in with my mother and I. Now his bones are a symphony of pain his punches couldn't match up to. He used to be a boxer. His final chapters in my most recent don't blend, but sometimes they collide. He's not used to being taken care of rather than being the caregiver. I'm paying forward what he gave my mother. I am a caretaker. Navigating life as a student, life keeps moving and I'm not sure if that's bad for me or him. The newness of codependency has my grandfather on the ropes now at his ripe old age of 78. And my family is unsure when the final blow will land. On my way to getting my bachelor's and eventually my master's, I will still be taking care of him then. Doing my best at school to ensure that the current situation doesn't have me or my degree on the ropes. I wanted to share this story while keeping my grandfather in the fight for just one more round.
It's 2020, and I am useless. Unable to do anything except beat myself up. It's 2020 that they'll reduce to a paragraph in a textbook. This might not be what history chooses to remember, but it's really important to us right now. It's 2020.
And Miss Rona struts into our dining room and demands we get back to work. COVID has given families a lot of time to be together without being together. Our wooden chairs become office cubicles. The living room couch becomes my parents' bedroom. Everybody was working from home, but it was like, we would work in the same section, but not really with each other. It would just be long periods of silence. My bed becomes my desk. The binding on my back is as severed as my notebooks, fingertips more chewed than my pin caps. Physically, I'm fine, but my headphones act as makeshift IVs, pumping negativity into my bloodstream. And there's no one by my bedside, because as far as they know, I'm asymptomatic. Only crying at nighttime, I keep myself quarantined so no one feels as lonely as I do.
It's 2020 and I've had to spend too much time with myself, and how do you hide from that? It's 2020.
Don't you know we can't control everything? Every day I'm looking for the peace to accept this, the courage to change the things I can, and the distance to know the difference. Teaching myself to be human again, appreciating the silence and the solitude, and how difficult it is to be by yourself and be alone away from society. How asymptomatic we are to the necessity of human interaction. This is history, fighting a disease within the 4 walls of a house. This is just the first wave. Maybe this is a goodbye to normalcy.
It's 2020. Our stories are worth remembering, and they are history in some form.
The power of the spoken word. And if you'd like to check out their full poem, we have an extended version of this story on our website, KHRU.com, and our YouTube page.
All right.